This is TVC News at 10. Thank you for joining us. I'm Abosidi Adeniyi. Tonight, we are monitoring development in the nation's capital, where the Federal High Court has sentenced 4 out of 5 defendants to death for carrying out the terrorist attack on worshippers at St. Francis Xavier Catholic Church, Owo, Ondo State in June 2022. The attack claims the lives of more than 40 worshippers, while about 100 others sustained injuries. Senior reporter Celestine Area has details.
4 years after the attack on worshippers at St. Francis Xavier Catholic Church in Owo, Ondo State, the court has delivered its verdicts. The court found 4 out of the 5 defendants prosecuted by the Department of State Services on behalf of the federal government guilty of terrorism-related offenses. The 4 convicts were sentenced to death by hanging, while the 5th defendant was discharged and acquitted. The defendants were arrested in August 2022, shortly after the incident, and were arraigned on a 9-count amended charge in August 2025. They pleaded not guilty to all the charges. To prove its case, the prosecution called 11 witnesses who testified before the court and tendered 23 exhibits as evidence. Among the exhibits admitted by the court were confessional statement and digital forensic condemnation report, tendered alongside a technophone alleged to contain communications exchanged by the defendants before and after the attack. Some of the witnesses include a Catholic priest who gave a graphic account of how the assailant denoted no fewer than 3 explosive devices inside the church. Survivors of the attack who sustained serious injuries also gave first-hand eyewitness accounts before the court. The 5 defendants testified in their own defense without tendering any documentary evidence before closing their case. Delivering judgment, Justice Emeka Awite held that the prosecution successfully established its case against 4 of the 5 defendants. The 5th defendant was discharged and acquitted after the court found no evidence linking him to the incident. The 4 convicted defendants were found guilty of belonging to a terrorist group. They were also found guilty of holding and attending terrorist meetings in support of a proscribed organization. The court further found them guilty of aiding, abetting, and conspiring to carry out terrorist attack that resulted in deaths and grievous bodily harm. They were equally convicted of hostage-taking, kidnapping, hijacking, and possession of dangerous weapons. The defendants were also found guilty of terrorist financing, making threats and the possession and the use of dangerous weapons, including explosives. The court sentenced defendants as follows. Count 1, life imprisonment. Counts 2 and 3, 20 years imprisonment each, with no option of fine. Counts 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, death sentence. The 4 convicts are to die by hanging. The convicts are to be remanded at the Kuje Correctional Center pending the execution of their sentences. Celestine Area, TVC News, Abuja.
The governor of Ondo State, Lucky Aiyedatiwa, has commended the judiciary and security agencies